something. Hey, hello. Lenny and I'm Kevin Broccoli.
I'm Lenny Schwartz. Hi.
We decided to get together because a movie was released that was so phenomenal. We simply had to be in the same room to talk about it. The movie Tusk.
By Kevin Smith, written and directed.
Written and directed about a man who, a man, Justin Long. I don't know, let's not go crazy. A man might be a stretch.
I don't know if it's a stretch. It's been, he's, I think someone said he actually either gave the best performance of the year or the worst, or the most horrible. So
if the goal was make everyone in the audience want to see you be, stabbed to death, then he gave the best, most effective
Absolutely, I agree
year.
with that, 100%.
They start right away because he's a podcaster, so right away I want to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, because Kevin Smith is really reaching for that one.
Podcasting is one of those things that everyone makes fun of everyone else for doing, but everyone secretly thinks they can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I have a podcast though. It's really funny.
Yeah, I have podcasts. I broadcast to my family.
Can we talk about fat Haley Joel Osment for a second, though?
Yeah.
He's a boy, so we can make fun of the fact that he's got an insanely fat Haley Joel Osment.
His cholesterol looks up, and I see dead people.
Okay, what I love about these are I hate to talk about what my favorite kind of any sort of chubby people are, but my favorite kind of is when they look just like they did when they were younger, and it just looks like someone took one of those cartoon balloon pumpers and went like this until he just We're gonna do spoiler alerts, by the way, because there's no way to really appreciate.
I gotta say, for me, Haley Joel Osment looked like he was auditioning for the new Star Wars film for an Ewok. I don't know. He might get it.
He had the beard. He's a bear now.
Yeah.
Haley Joel Osment is an otter.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing. If any of you bears were into how straight guys like the Olsen twins, if any of you were interested in Haley Joel Osment when he was barely legal in Secondhand Lions, go see Tusk because he has fulfilled all your bearish otter fantasies.
So let's talk about the plot of this film.
So Justin Long is a podcaster who is apparently a millionaire.
Apparently,
he's made millions. He's made millions.
Because he can travel different places. And
the premise is that he is a podcaster who makes fun of people for doing stupid shit, and then he travels to where they are, interviews them about it, and then comes back and tells his buddy Haley Joel Osment about it, and then from this he has made. But didn't you get the impression also that they were still supposed to be in college or something?
Well, I either in college or they were doing a college radio station, or just again, like you said, he must have been a private millionaire or someone who was fighting.
He's because he has this whole the big monologue in the movie. If you want to know if Kevin Smith can write monologues, the answer is no. The big monologue in the movie is Justin Long talking about the two faces of Justin Long. Where the girlfriend who's any girl, any CW girl, they pulled her off whatever CW show she was on, Vampire Diaries. Where she goes, she's like, I miss my old boyfriend, and he's like, what is his name? Michael John. Old John didn't have any money. Old John was a loser. New John is a success.
Exactly.
People want New John. We're also supposed to believe that girls are just throwing themselves at him.
What was the name of the podcast again? It was
it was called The Nazi Party. NOTSEE.
Because of the planned words,
which is completely unnecessary. It's just Kevin Smith dancing way too close to the line. In case you were.
My issue with the film was it actually started off and you're like, wow, he might have some talent. He might be able to do this, right? The same problem I had with the film Red State, if you ever seen that. Red State?
No,
Red State, the first 20 minutes of that film is you're like, wow, this is actually really good. Michael Parks, again, giving a great performance. Kind of doing some good
Michael
stuff.
Parks is the reason to see Tusk.
He's very good. Until a surprise guest star shows up, and we'll talk about him in a second. But then the movie, it's okay, get through the first 20 minutes, and then it's they just take the script and they use it for rolling paper. and it's really sad.
Kevin Smith can't help but do that thing where it's he's the most self-sabotage. It's amazing to watch a filmmaker who's interested in self-sabotage only through their movies. Where they're oh, this movie's too good. It's getting too good. Quick, throw in a cameo. Or throw in meaningless. And I'm like a Victorian lady. I hate burping. I hate any bodily whatever. And if when you're sitting in a Kevin Smith movie, it's a matter of time before there's an unnecessary scene about somebody having gas. It's just completely. But so Justin Long goes on this trip to find this kid who cut off his own leg with a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you can.
It looked like Josh Gad, actually.
I think it was Josh Gad.
Yeah. From Book of Mormon and
Frozen, the snowman,
and nothing else.
He'll never do anything like this again. By the way, he's good forever.
He's good forever. Yeah.
But Josh Gad, he goes to find the guy, Josh Gad. And unfortunately, he's killed himself because he's been so humiliated by Justin Long. So now we're getting like karma and foreshadowing. Yeah. So Justin Long's like, I gotta find somebody else, and he's peeing in a men's room at like this like Thirsty Beaver type establishment.
Yeah.
And on the men's room, it's an odd note being like, "Come live with me in my secret mansion in the woods of Canada." So Justin Long thinks, of course, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
So he goes to a Cumberland Farms convenience store, whatever, orders a big gulp. He's mean to the locals. He makes fun of them about, which is the most cliched way to make fun of Canadians. I mean, there's got to be a better way. So right away, they're like, oh, the Canadians are going to punish him. So I wanted it to be this thing where the entire, Manitoba just attacked him.
Yeah.
But he goes to this castle in the woods.
Yeah.
Castle in the woods where he meets Michael Park's character, who is a war veteran, who has all these stories about Ernest Hemingway, and he's rolling around in his wheelchair, so you assume he can't really do any harm.
Yeah.
And then he tells a story about how he was trapped on an island with a walrus named Mr. Tusk. And now Michael Parks makes this terrible, terrible dialogue.
Amazing.
He does things with this, he deserves an Oscar. Because he does things with this shit that you can't even, and Justin Long's just looking at him like, I can't believe you're doing it.
I can't believe he took Kevin Smith's words and actually turned him to gold. Yeah. It's like, my God. And so
you can almost feel Kevin Smith behind the camera being like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
What have you
what
done?
else can I make you say?
Exactly. And then we find out.
I want Michael Parks to do my voicemail. I want
he's amazing.
He's so committed. Leave a message. So then he drugs Justin Long.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the twist, spoiler alert, that Justin Long's girlfriend is cheating on him with his buddy Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Which is done in a ridiculous, long out close up on the girlfriend to reveal Haley Joel And there's you haven't introduced us to any other characters, Kevin Smith. So who else would we be expecting?
I was actually hoping it would be the person I went to the movies with. And they roll up on screen. And everybody gets such a twist.
Hi, Lenny.
Also, I go up there, it's me. Hi. Yeah. That would have been more interesting,
It would have been more believable than Haley Joel Osment, I'll tell you that much. I'm sorry. Nobody's cheating. Justin Long is no sunflower, but nobody is cheating on him with Haley Joel Osment.
I did like the girl though. She wasn't as committed.
Who charges their phones in the bathroom?
Exactly.
They charge both their phones in the bathroom. When they're in the bedroom, I'm like, above the... First of all, who has light sockets below their mirror?
Exactly,
I don't know, that took me out of it. But anyway, and
that took you out of it.
That took me out of it. The walrus, more than the walrus.
Yeah, and this is how the girl kisses Haley Joel Osment. Literally,
She's supposed to be crying because she's upset that Justin Long's cheating on her, but really... Because then we find out that he's cheating on her, but we don't get to see it. It's just something that he said.